Right, Troy, just finished the game against Bristol City. What were your thoughts on that one?
That was a good workout. It's good to work on a new shape that we only had one session, or half session working on the day before the game. Thought first half it worked well. Second half the shape was still good, but obviously we conceded more goals. But it wasn't really down to the shape, it's down to other stuff that we need to work on. But I thought all in all it was a good workout against a good side.
Yeah, a bit harsh scoreline, do you think, in the end? Just they got avoidable goals, really, wasn't it, in the end?
Yeah, there's a couple of definite avoidable, well, 2 or 3 avoidable goals. But something we'll work on and we'll try and cut out for the season.
Yeah, I don't think you've played in a back three for Cheltenham before, have you? You've done it much previous.
I've never played a back three in my career, so it was the first time. But it was personally I quite enjoyed it. I like the fact that I had a bit of time on the ball, in a different kind of pocket on the pitch, push further out on the right hand side. I thought, like I said, first half it worked pretty well and we were solid, and they didn't carve us open all game, I felt, but obviously the scoreline doesn't really flatter. But I thought it was, all in all, it was a good workout.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting Steve Elliott's play every game this season, but also people might say that you, Matt Taylor and Steve Elliott are too good to leave out, so it might be something the manager looks at during the season. Obviously he's had a look at it tonight, but do you think it could work with suit the wing backs you've got here as well?
We've got wing fullbacks that like to bomb on, and they like to do that with the back four, and it's obviously not suitable in a back four, a more suitable back 5/3. But it's down to the gaffer what team he picks and what he sees is best going forward. So maybe we'll leave that to him.
Yeah, defensively, what do you think is the key thing to improve on from last season? Because there were times where you were really hard to break down with the diamond, but then there were obviously other times where you let in a few. I
think we've got to defend collectively as a team. 10 outfield players plus your keeper. Also cutting out individual errors. That will definitely help. So I think if we work on those 2 things, as well as the little areas, I think we'll do well going forward.
Yeah, when you look back on last season, it was a lot of lapses in concentration from not just one player, but it was rather than being overrun by teams, and that's probably the most frustrating thing, wasn't it? It was a lot of sort of maybe switching off. And do you think if you can stamp that out, that will be one of the keys for this season?
Yeah, definitely. Concentration is key and communication is key, and if we can get those 2 things right, we'll concede less goals. I think last year we conceded a lot of goals, but we conceded a lot of goals in certain games. It was 3s and 4s in certain games, which wasn't the best. So it's something we've got to work on. However, we've got our heads down now, focusing on doing that this season, having a better defensive record. Yeah,
and the manager's still trying to finalise the squad, but has anything been mentioned to you about the contract? Because I'm sure the manager would be interested in keeping you a bit longer.
No, nothing's been mentioned as of yet. Just I'm getting my head down and concentrating on my football and hoping to improve personally. I'll get better as pre-season/season goes on. The fitter and the sharper I get, and we'll see where we are.
Yeah, what were your initial impressions of Matt Taylor? Because you played with him in the first half at Bath, didn't you? And then again, first half today in the 3.
Yeah, we played first half at Bath in difficult conditions, and obviously it was the same for both teams. And we'd only just trained for a small part of the session the day before, but he talks a lot. He talks well. He's played at a good level and he's got good experience, similar to Stevie. So so I'm sure it'll bode well for the side.
Yeah, and those 2 are both experienced, big, good in the air, but you've sort of younger, quicker. Do you think you could complement each other? Different kind of attributes there.
Yeah, I think there's good balance all round. All 3 of us, I think we can all play together. Obviously, the right foot, left foot, pace. Yeah, I think we can all balance each other. It's just what the gaffer wants to go with.
Yeah, and Stevie seems to come back in good shape. I mean, he played every game 2 seasons ago. Last season he had a few little niggles, but from the sidelines it looks like he's looking trim.
Yeah, he's worked a lot on his diet. I think you probably heard him saying he's more stringent with what he eats and what he doesn't eat. I saw him on holiday in the summer. He was looking well. He was looking ripped in Thailand, so yeah, it's all good.
Was that just by chance?
I was out there and I was out there with my missus. He was out there with his missus, and Kuro was out there with his missus, and we hooked up one night, and he looked well in the vest. He looked well.
Yeah, that's always good. And just finally, Troy, you've probably got 1 game left now, Kidderminster. I'm sure in the Redditch game the manager will give some of the young lads a game in the final week, but you've got 1 game really now before the proper stuff starts. So what will be the plan for Saturday, just to get match sharpness up as close as you can as League Two action?
Yeah, I think it's plan for everyone to nail down the things that we'll be working on for the couple of sessions leading up to the game, and off the back of this game, and going forward to Bury. So I think everyone's fully focused now on Kidderminster, and then beyond that, Bury, first day of the season. Happy days.
Yeah, brilliant. Troy, all the best.
Ta.